Welcome to Eat, Pray, Love and Tarot. Your person ghosted you and left you without a closure. Today, let's connect to your person's higher self and ask him why. I have been trying, this is the fourth time I am trying to record this video. For some reason, the recording is getting destroyed. I am sensing that you are dealing with a very defensive kind of an energy. A person who is very used to suppressing his emotions, is not good with expressing himself, is not good with talking about his feelings. But I'm trying this for the last time. If this video gets recorded, I'll post it. Otherwise, I'll leave it here. I'll know that his higher self doesn't want to talk to me. Before we start, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It's a timeless reading, so whenever it appears on your YouTube feed, you will be able to resonate with it. And it is a genderless reading because energies don't have gender, so he or she आप अपने हिसाब से fix कर लें. So let's start with the reading. The first card is self-righteous. What's more, a very preachy kind of a person. जो दिखता है वो है नहीं. Okay. Conquest. I'll shuffle the cards, the deck thrice, and जितना कार्ड आता है I'll take them. Drowning, undecided. This literally flew. Hoity-toity. I feel like shuffling the deck one more time. False hope. Deadly combo. Escape. And let's see what has come here. Two-faced, up in the air, bottled up. I told you, you are dealing with a very suppressive kind of energy. The bottom of the deck is, of course, toxic. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. So toxic, which means it was a toxic relationship. Your person might be very manipulative kind of a person, always into gaslighting, blame shifting, pulling you up, holding you responsible for every fucking mistakes he does. उसके साथ जो भी बुरा होगा, whatever bad happens to him, it's because of you. It's like if he is not getting an erection with the third party, it's because you gave him stress. That kind of an energy. So yes, a toxic person, a very toxic person we will be dealing with. Beneath that comes roving eyes. An obvious flirt. He had always had multiple relationships. He was always into multiple relationships. If there is a third party, he cheated the third party for you and you with the third party. But even other than these two, there are lots of other options and choices in his life. He is an obvious flirt. He fucks anything that moves. That kind of energy. Bad timing. So I think you met her when maybe you were emotionally vulnerable. You were at your lowest self. Otherwise आप अगर अपने पार में होते तो शायद इस इंसान को कभी अपने लाइफ में आने नहीं देते. So maybe he entered your life at a very vulnerable point of time when you couldn't refuse them. And how you could refuse them, because they're a big show off. They always needs to prove how great they are, but always insecure. Devilish. Your person might be very charming. They have this addictive charm about them, and which makes everyone fall for them, which attracts everyone towards them. But it's all about negativity. They're full of negativity. Always depressed. Never, I'm sensing a kind of a sadistic energy, who derives sadistic pleasure out of others' pains. Like if I don't think this ghosting happened for the first time in your life. I believe the back and forth situation, the hot and cold behavior, your person had always given you this hot and cold behavior, back and forth thing. So anything wrong, they will hold you responsible. Anything out of place you say, I think you are dealing with a very avoidant kind of a person. Someone who will my hair is just there. Anyway, so like I was saying, you are dealing with a very avoidant kind of a person who are basically, whenever it's okay, masti mazak, pillow talks, they are good with pillow talks only. But when it comes to taking the relationship to the next level, asking for when you ask for commitment, they will just chicken out. They are not emotionally very stable people. They always avoid conflicts. They always avoid taking responsibility of their situation. But they are very with the self-righteous card. They are very preachy. Like they might be very popular in their circle. On the surface, they might be putting up a facade, a veil, as if they are so wise, so knowledgeable such a wise and knowledgeable person, so very grounded. The energies are so balanced. Excuse me. Their energies are so much balanced. They are so empathetic towards everyone, and they know everything. They know everything. They put up this thing के they have this. It's my way or highway. मुझे सब कुछ पता है, मेरे हिसाब से चलो, नहीं तो I'll ghost you. They had a very two-faced personality. They were playing with your emotions. They were insincere. They were not what you think they are. They always been living a dual life. I believe some bipolar or schizophrenic traits in them. I'm not diagnosing anything, but I'm just saying it's that kind of an energy. With you, they are someone. With someone else, they are someone else. They live a two-faced life. A very arrogant person might have some addictions, drinking, or you might be very addictive for them. You might be someone who they felt very passionately about, they felt a pull towards like no other. And yeah, but they are pretentious. They are not what they, again and again I am getting the same card, two-faced, pretentious. You were a conquest for them. Like I said, you were like a person who is standing on the 7th floor balcony and waving to all your fans, and he was among your fans standing at the ground floor and waving to you. So wahan se they wanted to have you, they wanted to conquer you, and they did. And once they did, they lost interest in you. Actions speak the loudest, and here they ghosted you. So I think you got your answer. However, you two were a deadly combo. You two might be divine counterparts, triggering each other and triggering each other to identify your individual traumas and heal. But that didn't happen. I don't think either of you have healed. You were always triggering each other, but you never realized that these triggers were meant to identify your red flags and work on them. This person gave you a lot of false hopes. They tried to sell you a pipe dream. That had no substance. They were always evasive. They were never there when you needed them. Up in the air, you asked for the next level commitment, and they were undecided. They couldn't decide. They were ungrounded. And so they escaped. The ghosting happened when you showed him the mirror, when you triggered him into identifying his traumas and work on his shadow self. Ghosting happened when you sought stability in the relationship, because they were undecided. It is a third party situation. They were undecided which one to choose. And now these two cards, they are, I think, his present condition. Now he is all bottled up, feeling so many emotions within, an emotional turmoil, all fucked up. It's like they are holding back their emotions. You know, that is what happens when the divine gives you suppose you pray for a very precious gift, and the divine gives it to you, but you are unable to keep that gift. You are not worthy of that gift, so the divine takes that gift away. Only then you realize that worth. Because see, in today's world, you get everything but true love. So if you have, no matter what kind of a person you are, no matter what traumas you are, no matter how many facet person you are, we ultimately we are all hungry for true love. So when someone comes to you and offers you unconditional love, who loves you, who is always giving into the relationship, who is always there for you, who is trying to understand you, who is trying to understand your traumas, where your triggers are coming from, and you push that person away, so definitely the things get bottled up. The blank period, the separation period, does bring back the memories. You are able, when the anger and the ego subsides a little, when the ego is sleeping, it's not that the ego is 24/7 awake, in a waking state. When the ego sleeps, that subconscious feelings, that emotions resurfaces, and you realize what you have lost, how things could have been different had you worked on yourself. So yeah, it's kind of a time bomb kind of a thing he's feeling. It's a volcano. So ये अभी फूटने वाला है, so many, ये पूरा throttled up, is choking with emotions, trying to hold back. There is this feeling of drowning. Again, another card of being choking, not being able to breathe. So he's feeling that he has lost it. He's not being able to process the emotions. That lot of things are going, lot of turmoils are going in his head. But then जो हो गया है वो हो गया है. Life gives you multiple chances, but depends on you how you make the most of those chances, or how you waste those chances. I learned the hard way. So anyway, no matter how drowning this person feels or how bottled up this person feels, it's none of your business. Truth is, they cheated on you. Truth is, they chose the third party. They were undecided about you. जहाँ प्यार है वहाँ indecision नहीं होता है. If you love someone, you are always sure of them. If you are not sure of them, then you never love them. So इसको जो करना है इसको करने दो. You keep working on yourself. I can sense the devastation you are facing. You are all shattered. You are trying to pick up your pieces and put them back together. And believe me, you will be able to do that. I don't remember the name of that Japanese art जहाँ वो all the broken pieces of the cups are joined together with liquid gold, making them glow and making them look more beautiful. The cracks are there, but it's glowing in gold. It becomes more expensive and more valuable. So work on those things. A part of your heart will always be impacted till you actually heal your traumas. Think about it. What made you get drawn to this emotionally vulnerable, emotionally unavailable person? A person who is still juggling with two situations, who is still undecided. Maybe it dates back to your childhood trauma. Maybe your parents or your primary caregivers were emotionally unavailable for you. You had to work that extra hard. Maybe you had to create some drama. झूठ मूठ का गिर गए और देखो चोट लग गई मम्मी, चोट लग गया पापा, just to grab a little attention and a little compassion from them. Maybe this cheating energy prevailed in your family. Please don't take me otherwise. Marriage doesn't lock hearts. Marriage doesn't lock hearts. So love can happen anytime. So maybe there were affairs of your primary caregivers, and that affected your childhood, that led to you growing up in a dysfunctional family. You got accustomed, you got wired to that toxic pattern, that you took it for normal, that made you become too understanding about other people's traumas, that made you too forgiving, too accepting. So when this person came, I can see from the cards also that you also had lots of options and choices, but you always declined them. But you accepted this person. Maybe because you could identify this person's toxicity with the toxicity of your primary caregivers. And we, no matter how toxic or unhealthy our patterns are, we are most comfortable clinging on to them. We just hold on to them. We feel safe repeating our patterns, no matter how devastating, how destructive they are for us. So think about that. Heal your trauma. Take professional help. Go to a therapist if required. But heal yourself. Give yourself all the love that you had been given this unworthy person. In fact, love yourself more. Treat yourself like a queen or a king, whatever your inclination is. Sorry, I'm having fever and a little cough and cold, so all that going on. So, yeah. So that was your reading for today. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself. Until the next video, take care and smile. Keep smiling. When you smile, the universe also smiles with you. Bye.